Hello kids, and welcome back to Life in the Woods. And it happened. We had a grind stream, which I finished like 20 minutes before this recording session. It went on for 2.5 hours, and honestly, I feel like we did nothing. We're still eating some salads, we have new food, smelted a little bit of stuff, got some wood, but really, nothing too crazy. Like the amount of streams we need to have in order to actually get stuff done. Oof. But hey, we're starting. I don't know. No, that was the wrong button. The frames are low as usual. I feel like we may have one frame more than before. Because turns out streaming was a little bit harder on my PC than just recording. You may know where this is coming from. I tried seeing if that is the cause, and it doesn't appear to be the cause. We ended up playing with shaders off for the majority of the stream, which was okay, I guess. It's just everything looked different. You know, I don't like that. So this isn't currently working the way it should. I feel like at least down here, we're in like the mid-10s compared to the low 10s. So I removed not just like the constant shaking thingy if something, you know, has to move, but also all the other redstone, because I felt like maybe that's better. Just, you know, getting the whole thing. Like, for all the time this has been on, like, we did this very early into the stream, but this farm has been active for 20 episodes, I think, give or take a bit. I mean, yes, we did spend some time away from here, to be fair, where the chunks weren't loaded, but I don't like how little we got for, you know, the amount of effort we put in. So I feel like turning this into a manual farm might actually be the best choice. But I'm not quite sure on that yet. Also, turns out, you know, when we go over here to our tree farm, you know, that looks fine the way it is. Turns out, without shaders, welcome to the back rooms. So that is horrible. I'm now really afraid that maybe the lag that we've been having is the storage. Because shortly after we built the sugarcane farm, we put so many new things into storage. And I'm just worried that, you know, that is the real culprit. Damn, you flew far. I want to look into that this weekend. Yes, I'm recording on a day it's being uploaded. I have a couple things I have been meaning to do, and it is time to enter my productivity era, you know? I did not get up as early today as I was hoping I would, which is not really a good start for that, but... Oh, by the way, there's one thing that I wanted to try out in the grind stream that I completely forgot about. There were so many things that I feel like I should have done, but I didn't get around to doing that. If we just do it without any enchantments, are we still going to have somewhat of a okay outcome? We don't have, you know, the line with shaders on. That's uncool. I don't know if you're hearing background noises, but there is vacuuming happening. And obviously without lure and all that, we'd be sitting here for a bit, but I just want the very first fish. And it's a normal fish. Is that now also... Wait, wrong thing. Fish caught 1. Proud of that. I did once harvest the burlap and put in new stuff, just because at some point I want to be over with this whole ordeal. It's crazy how little you can actually get done grind-wise in quite a long period of time. So We do have wood, which is very good. I also smelted a little bit of stone, like a tiny amount, a little bit of glass. Turns out we don't have that much sand anymore, by the way. And now that is actually making me think. I have some ideas in mind. I don't think we'll need hundreds of stacks of glass for that. But we used to have more sand. Now we have 20 stacks left. And like 10 stacks of glass. Maybe a little bit more. Desert time. Very big desert. Where's the desert where we... Is it the very big desert? I hope that was the right one. I don't think this was the right one. Okay, we're in the middle of nowhere. Good to know. Did I connect this with any building spots? No, just as, you know, literally cut this down. Oh, this is where we found the sheep! Okay, well, we're still going to make some use of this. We have like a little mountain somewhere we could start with. I think somewhere over there seems decent. Yeah, we didn't get around to farming any plants either. It was really just getting a little bit of wood, you know, so that doesn't look too depressing anymore, which, to be fair, it still does. We don't have enough of anything, ever. It's crazy. But I hope that, you know, I can do 1 or 2 grind streams. I did enough talking today already. Grind streams per week. So I can get back into the habit of streaming. And we can build up a good amount of stuff to have. Because that is just... If I think about the massive city... How much are we gonna need? We're going to need thousands of blocks. Thousands of stacks. And where are we gonna take all that from? With our 5 stacks of oak wood. Like, those aren't going to get us very far. Try and get a little bit of an edge going here. I like the other one more, because we have this nice hill that we just... removed. Compared to this, where it's really just a desert. With desert things all over the place. And I feel bad if I remove any cacti. Maybe I should just grab the shears. Also, I tried to restock the main backpack a little bit. With all the wood, iron, the torches too. You know, it may not have been the most productive grind stream, but it was the first one in a long time. The second grind stream ever. So, the fact that we just did anything is already very nice. Plus, we have now like 10 stacks of dark oak wood. So we can make painting frames again. Let's not remove those. Cute little decor after all. I feel bad for just destroying this terrain here. But when are we ever going to return here? Let's be honest. And we need this stuff, and it's here. No one needs it. I hope. No one other than us. Okay, I think this is time for the first batch of not throwing stuff out, but of throwing stuff in there. Oh, and we're hungry. Okay, that was it with the salads. Good times. I do look forward to when we start the really, really big projects. It will be absolutely insane, but hey, you know, we need to stand out somehow these days, right? I mean, what else am I otherwise? Just another Minecraft YouTuber with hundreds of episodes who is very obviously autistic. I swear there's a couple more like me out there. So we need to add some insane projects to the mix. Then the bed. By the way, a couple nights ago I had a dream that we died. We had the first death. I don't remember what happened, but I just remember being very upset when I woke up. Nice. Okay, the thing that's missing is the shears. I was confused there for a second. Like, if the backpack isn't looking the way it always does, then something is off. Okay, let's just keep going a little bit. In a way, we're still grinding, just differently now. Do you still see the waystone from here? Don't know. Otherwise, the next time we port here, I may not even remember we went over to this corner. Unless I accidentally port here once again, and I'm like, okay, this isn't where we had the big hill, let's find some spot. We stumble over here once again. Always an option. Okay. Oops, sorry. Could maybe at some point also go over to the Mesa biome and grab some stuff from there, since the clay is also very nice for some flower pots and stuff. Okay, perfect amount to eat. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, by the way. I'm honestly very happy that I managed to sit down, make a grind stream. Despite when I woke up, it was already a lot later than, you know, what I intended it to be, and I was just kind of like, eh. But I did the thing, and some people came in and watched, which really means the world to me. And again, like, streaming Minecraft, it's hard, because people are not necessarily going to notice you in between the thousands of other people on the platform streaming the exact same game. But we even had a bot came in. I was popular enough for a bot to think it was, you know, worth trying out, scamming myself. So wow, that was almost an honor, you know? Between all the other people that are also streaming, I was somehow chosen. I was chosen to be a victim. How nice. Okay, we still have space. Oh, this is just so fast and satisfying. Like, I could just be doing this for hours, not gonna lie. I mean, our shovel is not enjoying this as much as I am. That just means we need to enchant stuff, but that means ideally grind streams. But yeah, I had all these things to do, and I feel like we barely got anything done in the end. But hey, we're filling this up quite nicely. Oops. Ouch. That's what I get for almost destroying that. I don't see a waystone anywhere. Huh. Who knows where it is? And also, I really look forward to when we go strip mining. Not just so we finally have some red granite again, also to be able to complete the chisel storage. Like, once we get a lot of iron, no, I mean, Do we have iron? I don't think we have iron completed either. Like, I think we left everything empty. Like, once we have some iron, and hopefully with time also some diamonds and lapis and all that, we can, you know, just use all of those to turn into different blocks and have them look pretty in the storage. Okay. But yeah, much love to everyone who decides to check out this series. Whether it is on YouTube, or on Twitch, or on both, it's just... wow. Like, I'm just myself, I'm just playing Minecraft, and people enjoy it. That's wow. Still like a little... people like me type of thing. That is where you see the amazing confidence I have in myself. Oh. I don't know, I'm in a good mood. I had a fun stream. I'm glad I did something. And we're having lasagna today. Then it's the weekend. Get to spend some time with the boyfriend again. Okay, he's gonna lay in bed and basically be dead from a long week of work. And I don't know, I'm happy today. Today is a good day, I think. I say while I still have to vacuum. I don't know what it is with me and the vacuum cleaner, but I dread having to interact with that thing. But it's needed. The floor is dog hair and crumbs. And other undefinable things. Okay. At least this area is somewhat usable for just yeeting away the sand. I mean, even this area would be fine. I'm gonna try to get the backpack sort of full, I guess. Not completely, but, you know, a bit more. Oh, have a little cut off here. And my hard drive is making noises. Which it didn't do all stream. At least not that I noticed. So, thank you, hard drive. Thank you for not, you know, literally exploding. I appreciate it. Also, I think one of the reasons I feel so positive is, you know, that creative energy I've been feeling, I'm starting to use that again. I did a little bit of writing yesterday. Very little writing, but lots of thinking about it. So I hope that today I can get a little bit more done in that area. And I also finished another book, finally. You know, it's time to really get out of that reading slump and not just read one book, say I'm out of the reading slump, and then not touch another book for like half a year. That's not what we're trying to go for. So, I don't know. Also, yesterday when we had burgers, they were incredible. Like, usually the boyfriend is the one who takes care of the patties. But this time I did it, since I wanted dinner to be ready basically by the time he gets home. Just because he gets home late, and usually he's hungry by then, and I don't want him to have to wait forever. Because I'm like, oh no, I prefer if you're the one turning over the soy. You know, just want to take some work off his hands. And it was my first time in a long time making burgers. Since I've just been so used to him doing it. And, you know, he started like seasoning the oil that we fry everything in. And, like, whatever he does is like always so amazing. So it was like my first time dabbling with that, really, with the more professional burger attempts. I don't think I've ever made such a good burger in my life. Like, it was amazing. I was really proud of myself for what I ended up creating there. And yeah, I don't know. Good food just equals a happy Kiwi. To be fair, then you know how I said in Berlin I was able to eat everything, including burgers? Turns out the homemade burgers were a little bit taller than the other burgers. I had to really smash that thing down because it didn't fit into my jaw otherwise. Like, I still can't open my jaw 100%. And I really noticed that yesterday. I didn't want the burger to defeat me. I ended up definitely being able to eat it somewhat normally. You know, a few little struggles at the beginning, but we got it working just fine in the end. I got the shovel. Ah, maybe. Okay, this little section here. And then I'll probably wonder if we were the ones walking around here or if World Generation was being funny. But this is a good amount. Yeah. Be comfortable going home like this. Not birds, home. Felt like it was already sleepy time. Okay, that means it's time for a little posture check. Okay. And put that in there. Put that in the bottom. I should have grabbed another burger. Big brain. A little bit of eye scratching. Okay, we're going to start with all the stuff that isn't a block, or at least not a direct block. I want to complete this collection. And we have some of those. We have dead bush, and we have a cactus garden, or like desert garden, sorry. Then quicksand. Big stacks of quicksand, what the heck? Okay, like we have 20 stacks of sand left, and we have 9 stacks of glass. It's not a lot. This, on the other hand, that's better. We got a stack of stacks. I can, you know, live with that. That was some good stuff. Okay, the question is, of course, I would love to do something with the sugarcane farm right now. But until I do some storage testing, I'm not quite gonna dare to do that just yet. We did find, I did go around doing the grind stream and show like the cabins and stuff. And there was this one spot on the school mountain where when we walked down there was a spider who really wanted to eat us. And I'm just... something on that hill isn't entirely lit up enough. I don't like that. Why am I looking at the storage to possibly put more things in here when we're possibly having these low FPS because we're having too big of a storage? What is something we could do in a couple of minutes? Get the burlap for now. Maybe we can get the sugarcane farm going again, and if we really do enough grind streams, then in the end it is going to sort of pay out. But things go so slowly. And we need so much paper for all these bookshelves. It's crazy. And there we go. Yeah, don't know. I'm just happy right now. Happy to exist. Happy to have been playing this world for over 800 episodes. Like, sometimes I'm just like fascinated by the ability of myself that I actually, you know, stuck with this. That it did do this long let's play and we're still going. Like, damn. We've had our various little issues along the way, but we're still going strong. No current issues happening. Which I'm so glad for. Other than the FPS, but... you know? That, and then we're just going to actually use this crafting table for once. I mean, with our current amount of burlap, we should be able to complete the library. And then there's really just a couple books here and there that we'll need. So we should be fine, but still... Oh! That one piece of burlap, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? We need more storage upgrades. Don't worry, that happens every time you have a stick in your hand and click on drawers. Ash also needed the ash piles. They were full, so we can put one on there. Here. I put 28 extra ash. And there you go. Guess we could do this. We have one upgrade left. What is something that could use it? Do we need anything over here just yet? No, we haven't even started, but I mean, soon we'll need it, so I guess we're gonna put it onto the bell peppers. A little bit of stretching. I have to say, it's definitely a little bit exhausting right now to run around here after already playing for 2.5 hours, and during those 2.5 hours the only goal was get stuff done. And there is something that I noticed as we were getting the oak trees. Oh, no tall ones yet. Very nice. We had scummy world generation. What is going on with this one top section here, by the way? Might remove that. There we go. You see this? Why is that the way it is? You know, let's do this real professional. There. Was there dirt underneath there? No, there was no dirt underneath there. We're missing one extra block. Didn't Enderman take that? We're not gonna be able to get everything done, but we can at least... I should have done that when we had the sand with us. There's one block there, and technically 2 blocks over at the beach cabins, where Endermen had their fun. And left with souvenirs that they didn't really pay for. There we go. Okay. And then maybe tonight I'm going to record a little bit more with hopefully a bit more energy then. And over next week, I'm hoping to be able to do more grind streams. But yeah, I think I am just going to end this here like a minute early. I know, who am I? So, thank you guys very much for being here. I love you. Stay hydrated, take your meds, take your vitamins, and go play some games that make you happy. Thank you for being here, and yeah, goodbye!